Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we are back with Wuthering Waves.
I'll
Whoa.
be the strongest gladiator.
For those of you who do not know, I am moving, or I'm in the process of getting ready to move, which is why like uploads have not been as uploady. And it's also why my like behind me space is like so bare and empty right now. And I don't like it, but I'm excited to I'm trying to get a backlog of videos ready so that while I am actually moving everything into the house, like on moving day and whatever, and resetting up my recording space and everything, I have content for you guys. That's kind of why I took the break, most of the break. But yeah, I don't want to fall behind in Wua though, because Wua is kind of real life time dependent. So I kind of want to, I'm trying to finish all of the new main quests that just came out. So yeah, we're going to start that. But yeah. That's my little yap. Let's see what happens. I hear the Abby music.
Muggy day. Sky's gloomy. Air's all wet.
We're back in Septimont to see what's going on with that, which is really exciting. I really hope we get to see more of Yuno in this quest. I really like Yuno.
Oh, man. At least let me finish my sentence.
Poor Abby.
Ugh. Cold. Oh.
Aw, I love it. He's like, like he's like 5. A hot meal. Come eat. That's your favorite thing to do. You love to eat.
All right. I'm famished. We barely had a bite sprinting all the way here from Raguna. Whoa! Pinch me! This is a feast and a half!
Spaghetti. What the fuck is this? A pancake? A meat pie? I know this is pizza. I know this is spaghetti, cupcake, shrimp, fried shrimp, mushrooms or something. I don't know what this is though. Poor little Abby.
Rover, so, we did bring enough money, right? I mean, we kind of rushed out without grabbing anything.
Don't worry, Abby. I have enough money to pay for our meal. You're okay.
Oh, that? Don't worry. Money's not an issue.
For right now.
Augusta made sure we're covered. All our food and lodging here in Septimont is billed straight to the F-Force Palace.
How did that even happen? How did she even know we were here?
But I think the owner might have overdone it a little.
Yeah.
Ha! Better get used to it. You're the champ of the Great Aegon.
Oh, okay, so that story actually was, oh my god, that's so, the whole thing with the Sonoro made it like really confusing for me, because I got that it was in a Sonoro, but I guess like the final cycle of the story was what really happened.
And you know me, if food's on offer, I'll be a scoffer. Yeah, no leftovers, guaranteed.
Alright, start mucking, I guess. They started with the weird thing, so.
Free stay? Free meal? Zephyr really knows how to treat guests. Maybe we should, you know, hang around a bit longer.
I don't think so.
This smells amazing.
Where do they even find shrimp that big? Those look fucking huge.
Abby,
Shrimp don't get to that
what do you
size.
think Imperator wants me to find? If Cardathia is right, the last clue should be somewhere on the Sanguis Plateaus.
We were once the Septimont's front line against the Dark Tide. Due to the region's unique landscape, remnant energy gathers here in an unusual density, along with a blight cloud perpetually looming overhead. Formed since the first Dark Tide. During high tide seasons, gladiators from across Septimont arrive here to hunt Dark Tide creations in the name of glory. So it's a battlefield, a year-round battlefield.
We're so
It's kinda like
close to
the,
finish line. Just one step away.
The Desert
But our
Islands
pace is slowed.
in Jinzhou.
Relax. We're already back in Septimont. What's the rush?
You don't feel a sense of urgency, Abby? Come on
I
now.
remember Lupa said there's this weird blight cloud hanging over the Sanguis Plateaus. And when the high tide, or whatever, rolls around, all the gladiators go there to hunt tacit discords. Wait, is the high tide coming up soon? The Afra's invite did say something about a big hunt.
It would make sense thematically and story-wise that it would be soon.
Huh, that reminds me. Aren't we supposed to meet her today?
A messenger came this morning. Augusta is dealing with an emergency, so our meeting's postponed. It looks like it'll be a while. An unexpected change. It's throwing everything off course. I don't like the feel of it.
I mean, this entire journey through Renacida has been a strange, like, everything being thrown off course, so... I mean...
And why me for this hunt? If it's about the great Aegon. The messenger said none of the other gladiators were invited.
Who knows? Maybe she just wants to test her strength against you. Typical Septimontian, right?
Or she knows who you are.
You think so? I've only met her a few times, but I doubt she acts on such simple impulses. And as the F4, is she really in a position to do whatever she wants?
Guessed from afar. You possess eyes as clear as crystal.
Who the fuck is this?
But
Oh.
what troubles you so that eyes once bright as the highland sky now darken with rolling clouds?
What the heck? Like a seer of some kind?
A warrior who walks the blade's edge does not falter over trifles.
I thought he might be another playable dude, but he's got the NPC. The NPC texturing.
The clouds, if I may guess, are cast from the throne. At the peak of Capitolini Hill, beneath the pale walls of the Ephes Palace, secrets lie buried. And the most intricate among them are those born from the pursuit of power. Even one as honorable as the Epher must learn when to be ruthless. In Septimont, a city forged in iron and blood, anyone who seeks the throne without knowing the cost is no better than a lamb marching to the butcher's knife.
I was gonna say, who the fuck are you?
I am Nestor, a traveling poet.
We don't trust traveling nothing, man. A traveling poet? Like a traveling storyteller? A traveling playwright? We've heard this before. We don't trust you. Cristoforo has scarred us deep.
The rains in Septimont never seem eager to leave this season. So then, if you are curious about the Epher, then allow me to say that nothing would honor me more than to offer even a modest service to the champion of the great Aegon.
But you're just a poet, so how well would you know her?
Wait, how do you know he's the champion? And all that stuff about the F4, too. Oh, your eyes. Were we talking too loud?
To see and to hear are but two of the many ways to perceive. Trusting the senses is a habit, a natural expedience, but not the only option. Truth be told, I've been gathering inspiration for my next epic,
Oh,
and its protagonist is none other than Augusta, the Epher of Septimont.
what if this guy's another Cristoforo for real, though?
That's why I speak of her with some familiarity. I have a feeling your tale with her will soon be written. And knowing more about those who walk alongside you is rarely without its benefits.
And tell me about Augusta.
Augusta,
She's so beautiful, though. Like, damn, that's mother.
a girl of humble birth, a resonator of modest talent, a commoner without noble patronage. And yet, from the den of wolves that is Septimont City, she rose and eventually claimed her place, just like the burning sun was once a cloud of dust.
She's got a big sword. But it looks like it's got, like, look at the patterning on it. It looks like it's a bunch of smaller swords carved into the bigger sword. It looks really cool. But it also looks like it's a monument of some sort, almost like it's ceremonial. Oh, I was gonna say, what just happened? Renacida 2 segue. Oh. Dear guest from afar, do follow me into the near-forgotten stories of Augusta, but simply telling it might be dull. Oh, what the heck? What am I doing? What are you trying to do? Perhaps having the listener become the protagonist of such stories might be a good option. This should add a more immersive touch to the sounds and images you've yet to hear and see. At this moment, you are Augusta. You shall relive her past, face the same choices she once made. Thus, please forget your name for now. Of course, Augusta's story is already written. No matter what choices you make, they will not alter our reality. Yet be wary, fate is fickle and a misstep can lead to a swift end. Weigh your choices carefully. Okay. Well then, let the story begin. Set aside complex thoughts and let me sing the epic of a young girl, Augusta. Gentle warm light begins to blur your vision and you slowly close your eyes. When it clears, a small frightened girl clutching a sword stands amidst the ruins. A group of solemn Septimontian gladiators stands guard around her. Hey kid, are you alone? Don't be afraid. We know what the dark tide did to your home and we're here to help. Oh, okay, so I just died a little bit. You must be hungry here. This should be enough to keep you from starving for now. We can take you to Septimont City. It's not safe here. We don't know when the next disaster will strike. Staring at these ruins won't change anything. Whoa, this is kind of cool. Even if you rebuild these walls 1,000 times, they'll never hold against the dark tide. You don't have the strength to stop it. Bring your sword and come with us. The gladiator shakes their head and pat your shoulder. Follow them? Yeah, follow them. Remember to maintain stats balance. The story ends if a stat drops to 0. Oh shit, okay, this is like a game. This isn't really a quest. That's why it's a segue quest. In the end, you chose to leave the village. It's kind of like a visual novel now, which is really cool. In the end, you chose to leave the village. The gladiator's words revealed a bitter truth. You lack the strength to protect the home you're leaving behind. In your travels, you engage with the gladiators. Following the gladiators, you arrive in the city of Septimont by ship. You wave them goodbye after arriving at the central square. Meanwhile, you notice the square is crowded with citizens. I mean, we want to show awe, right? We don't want to, like, be nervous and anxious. Augusta now isn't, like, nervous and anxious, and, like, a good leader needs to be able to, like, you know, compose themselves even when they're anxious. A poster for the gladiators' Aegon is pinned to a wooden board. The air is filled with heated chatter about the upcoming match. You must know, Septimont reveres strength. Here, only the victor reigns. That is what a law older than the city itself. Continue. To eat or be eaten, such is the way of the city. To survive, you'll have to find your bite and seize the crown with your own teeth. You can't stop thinking about their conversation. You realize that gladiators are the very symbol of strength in Septimont. If there's a way to dominate the arena, maybe you'll find the strength you're looking for. No, I feel like we should, like... Oh, damn. As you leave, you notice that 3 words stand out in the incessant chatter: identity, status, and talent. They seem to be an essential part of gladiating. Well, yeah. Status is the most important, right? Because you need, like, opportunity. There are always commoners who view the Aegon as mere boring displays of butchery, but we're hardly entertained by the sight of rats shrieking in the dirt. What we crave is true magnificence. As a warrior who can make those roses bloom from blood. Want to have a little bet on how many rats are going to try for the Aegon this year? Them and their stench be stinking up the place. Oh, Nestor. You are determined to step onto the arena. The rules demand a mentor at your back, someone to keep death from claiming you on the first day, and perhaps even teach you to see the fight through to the end. After hitting several dead ends, you'll eventually come across Cato. Cato is a retired gladiator star, but takes on few proteges. Oh, here he is. Whenever I hear the name Cato, I think of Hunger Games, like the first one. the first book, The Hunger Games, I guess. So yeah, Cato's in that one. He's the bad guy. So you want to join the Aegon, you say? Why don't you start by telling me a bit about yourself? You recall the discussions about gladiators, identity, status, and talents. People in the city of Septimont seem to value these more than anything. Speak honestly. The Dark Tide took your home and you came to Septimont seeking strength. Is that so? You've got some metal, but that's not going to cut it here. I was going to say, I don't think lying would do anything for us. Like, lies come to light eventually. All lies come to light. Go home. People like you always show up with nothing but fancy dreams, only to see them crushed and trampled. I've seen enough of idiots like you. What now? Still here, are you? You think your stubbornness will change my mind? Pathetic. Alright then, let's have a duel. Land one strike and you win. If you manage that, I'll teach you how to be the true gladiator. This duel here is your entrance trial. Yeah, deliberation means that I thought about it without hesitation. Makes me look dumb. Blades meet in a sharp, or like makes me think I'm underestimating him. I don't think he'd like that. Blades meet in a sharp clash. Cato moves with practiced ease. You're quickly defeated. Strengthless. Do you realize how weak you are? Huh. Do you really know who you're fighting against? Can you really best me? You can't. Now how do you plan to end this? Back for round 2, are we? Country rats like you sure are as pestering as the city folk. Say you are, huh? Just like last time, you aren't much of a challenge to Cato. You are swiftly beaten once again. Go back. This is not your path. Too slow, too weak. Your foolish swings only bring smiles to your enemy. Then I'll be faster. Is that your best? How naive. Well, I guess a rat that lives in the dark is never meant for the sun. Checkmate, you've lost. Guess what? I'm here again. Still not ready to give up? Why don't you sell your sword? It'll get you some food at least. You stand before Cato again, dragging your exhausted body nearly at your limit. I can stand. I can fight. The wind swept up by the blade whispers past, and you're suddenly home. Soft sunlight cascades on the great oak's leaves, and you hear your friend's laughter, your parents' gentle calls. But in the very next breath, a bone-deep chill engulfs you. That touch, you know it all too well. Thoughts race through your mind, and your hand instinctively grabs the sword hilt. I got him! I beat his ass! Now I'm a trainee. Cato hands you his sword and turns to leave. In Septimont's arena, the victor claims the weapon of the defeated, a symbol of conquest. This sword is yours now. Does either matter? No, they don't. If you're determined to bite off that crown, do not fall before you get there. Augusta, that's your name, isn't it? Yes, I am Augusta. The moment you step into the arena, you will lose this name. The spectators may brand you with a number, a symbol, or even a name of some wild beast. I am prepared! And only the last one standing has the right to reclaim their true name. Which is why Lupa regained her name after her story. By then, all will be chanting your name, Augusta. You'll have to conquer their hearts and win their applause, even without identity, status, and talents. Tell me, will I see that day? Yes, you will. Training starts tomorrow, 6 sharp, right here. Okay. Chapter 1, new arrival in the big city completed. I wonder how many chapters there are. We're learning a lot about Augusta, so Augusta's going to be a very prominent character in the next...
enough times, and you might eventually succeed. Should we call it resilience? Or mere stubbornness?
So Augusta's obviously going to be a really important character in the next banner, which we knew, because not only is it her release banner, but also like we knew we were going back to Septimont, and we knew we were going to see Augusta. But it's interesting that they're doing all of this work now to like lay down her backstory, I guess. That kind of makes me worried for her in the quest. I wonder if she's still going to get a companion quest, or if they're just going to call this her companion quest.
Or perhaps, for a girl who has lost everything, there was never a second option. She had no one to trust but herself, and naught but a blade to hold. And yet, as the first stanza of an epic, this is nothing extraordinary. Since the lament, Across the scorched lands of Solaris, I've heard this story repeat itself again and again.
So he's like Cristofaro. He has been all over Solaris as well.
Greatness. Yes, our era has certainly seen it. But true greatness is never found on the first page of a story.
We gotta see her character development.
Courage, glory, and honor. Such immortal virtues have been etched in tablet and stone, but they are never forged overnight. Light as a thread, elusive as the wind, they weave themselves into every twist of fate, tangling with every insignificant choice we make.
What's wrong, baby girl?
I don't know.
Boy?
It's just unbelievable. The Augusta he's talking about, and the F-word we saw in the arena. No way they're the same person.
That's just called character development, Abby. Like, come on now.
A girl far from home, arriving in the city upon Capitolini Hill in pursuit of strength. No title, no status, no wealth. I doubt anyone at the time could have imagined her rising to where she is now. Do you mean Kato?
No, I mean her. Or maybe Yuno. Maybe he's talking about Yuno. I doubt it, though.
Do you believe Kato handed her that final victory on purpose? And that his scathing words were a test of her resolve?
Maybe he had long grown tired of that corrupt system.
Then Kato must have been an idealist, to place his faith in a girl with nothing to her name. Now, why don't we keep this question in mind and see where the story leads us?
Okay. Continue. I wonder how long this quest is. I feel like this isn't long because it's a segue. Alright. Dawn breaks with a pale glow. A month's already passed under Kato's training, and today the grind continues. You arrive at the training site, repeating the same moves over and over again. Has begun to wear on your patient. You notice some gladiators training in moves you've never seen before. You decide to... You reflect on your training. It was always you alone, facing the wooden post, patching yourself up over and over. Keep going. Days slip by and the gladiator's Aegon draws near. Today, Kato will give you one final lesson. I think they said Kato. I don't know. I can't remember. They said it out loud. I've been saying Kato, though. I'm going to keep saying Kato. I've done all I can to prepare you. Now you're on your own. Is this the graduation ceremony? Here's my final task for you. Tell me, why do you want to become a gladiator? What pulls you through all this training? You already know the answer. Your ideal has never faltered since you left home. To be strong, to protect others. You meet Kato's gaze and he reads the answer in your eyes. Yeah, offer your thanks. In the meantime, a flicker of desire crosses your eyes. You recall Kato's words from when this all started. By then, all will be chanting your name, Augusta. You'll have to conquer their hearts and win their applause, even without identity, status, and talents. Tell me, will I see that day? Yeah, boy. Yeah. Yeah. That's gonna be me. You're aware that sponsors for the Gladiators Aegon are mostly nobles and wealthy merchants. Figures beyond your reach, except perhaps in the underground arena. Haha. These are all top-of-the-line merchandise I got here. Care to have a look? Look at that weird dude. Like products on display, you and a few other gladiators stand in the middle of the underground arena, scrutinized by nobles and wealthy merchants in the stands. One by one, those beside you are chosen and escorted away. The audience casts their eyes in your direction. However, all you receive is constant laughter in return. This will make her mad, I think. But it'll affect her heart. I think this will make her stronger, though. Oh no, it affects both. These laugh, so they really did have a hand in that disaster. The rot. When the dark tide struck, those with power and wealth continued their life of indulgence and luxury. The might of the gladiators existed only to serve their desires. Oh, we're gonna take down the patriarchy? We're going to take down the monarchy? No, we're not going to take it down, but we're going to become a part of it. We're going to become the guy and destroy it. Well, well, a village girl with such remarkable forte, dreaming of power and strength. I can't remember the last time Septimont had a joke this amusing. Try and you'll see, bitch. What can you offer? Prancing around like a circus clown and scrambling for your life so we can all have a good laugh? Or do you think playing innocent will win your favor? Don't underestimate me. Anyone interested in this one? After all, watching the weak struggle is always a fine source of entertainment. Oh, yes, let's stare at them. Entertainment, you say? Oh, old school noble. Huh, in Septimont, strength defines worth. We shouldn't be so quick to judge a gladiator who offers herself. You turn your view towards the voice. With heavy steps, a well-dressed old school noble walks down the stands towards you. He smells of rotten stench. Oh, nice. Okay. It's unlike the smell of rats, as the Septimontians had put it, but a foul odor of power and wealth. Clench your fist. I engage only in profitable ventures. To stand in the arena, you must prove your worth. I have 3 trials for you. Survive them and we may speak further, brave young lady. Oh my god, okay. He literally said, come and participate in my trials 3. Come participate in my trials 3. Only then will you see. Oh my goodness, okay. Chapter 3, Epic of the Blazing Sun. Okay, you accept the noble's trials, though trials is too fine a word for something intended only to break you. Okay. Outside the walls of Septimont City lies a wasteland plagued by the dark tide, your homeland. Returning home, you can't help but feel sentimental. They say a ferocious lion beast corrupted by the dark tide prowls deep within the cage. No common blade can cut through its skin. Your first trial is to slay that beast. The noble, however, decides to strip you of all equipment but a dull sword. It's more than enough. More than enough. The mountain trail winds like winds like a serpent. Among the charred tree stumps, dozens of bleached skeletons lie scattered. You suspect you're getting close as you continue forward against the unpleasant smell. Ew! When the first rays of sunlight split the clouds, the cave reveals itself, breathing deep. Before you get a clear picture of the cave, a crushing force presses down upon you. Break free! Shh, get down. You trying to get yourself killed? Hold your breath or you're alerted. Okay, well. You turn around and see a hunter. Just then a massive beast roars and walks past where you are hiding. Let's stare at it. Let's look at it. After the lion beast has left, you apologize to the hunter. It was thanks to him the beast did not notice you. Going by those clothes, you're a Septimont gladiator, eh? I used to be just like you. Lost a big match, get tossed out by the nobles, and ended up like this. We're nothing but their playthings. That's so sad that it's like that. It's like that. Like, it makes a lot of sense, because at the end of the day, in any society, the ones with money are the ones that, you know, control everybody, but it's sad that this is, like, so common here. The skills owned for battle are now merely tools for survival. Septimont has abandoned the strength it desperately needs. You pity such reality. Ask the hunter about the lion beast. Oh, yeah, let's ask him about the lion beast. Only a madman would go after that lion. I have my reasons. His words are rough, but he eventually tells you everything he knows. Yay! You bid the hunter farewell and make preparations for the hunt. To gain more knowledge of your prey, you choose to silently observe the lion beast in the following days. After a few days, you manage to grasp an overall behavior pattern of the lion. Thus, you march towards the deep cave. Oh my god, I'm gonna kick its ass. Deep within the cave's dark entrance, you tread softly. Then, a sudden dread freezes your steps. Between flickering torch flames, a monstrous shape appears, the lion beast. Fire from nether dances amid its golden mane, while claws like scythes tear wounds in the earth. I mean, draw your sword and strike. As you expected, your sword fails you. It's ineffective against the lion. Before you can take a breath, the lion's thunderous roar storms you again. You decide to analyze. I was gonna say, is there anything in the cave we can use? Just before the lion beast pounces at you, you slash with all your strength at the stalactite above. It crashes down in the lion's gaping jaws. It's not over yet. You land on its neck. It lunges to seize you, but your swift dodge forces its deadly claws into a deadly knot around its throat. Seeing your chance, you give a final pull, and the beast strangles itself in a frantic struggle. Yeah, yeah. The trial is ended. Oh, yes. I knew using the environment would be the way to go. If you only have a dull sword, right? You can't do much with that. The trials ended, and you drag your exhausted body towards the stream. Clear water cascades down into the mountain valley, and the dense forest slumbers quietly in nature's cradle. You rinse your bloodstained hands in the water. The clear stream slowly turns red. The birds scatter, and the fish vanish. You sense the forest unease at your presence. Because you've disturbed the wildlife. The critter's panic plunges you into reflection. For the first time, you realize that power can instill fear. You desire more power. With no time to rest, you approach the nobleman again. He imposes a second trial upon you. Killing a mad beast is hardly an achievement. I'm sure you're aware, girl, that all the warriors of Septimont have 2 lives. 2 lives? One by their parents and the other by their sword. You may consider the sword in a gladiator's hand as their life in the arena. For your second trial, bring me 100 lives. Yes, prove to me you are worthy of standing in the arena. To get the admission pass for the Aegon, you start the second trial. Day after day, you fight gladiators of Septimont. As your reputation grows, so do the spectators. They don't care who you are, but only want to see when you will fall. I won't fall! Look, it's that girl again. Didn't think she would get as many wins as she did. Just look at the size of her. How will she even carry those swords? Focus on the opponent before you. You have grown used to this kind of noise. The deafening cheers numb your fatigue. Your sword now rests against your opponent's throat. One by one, the gladiators you've challenged grow in numbers. Those you've defeated kneel before you, offering their swords, symbolizing their honor with both hands. Even in Septimont, there's a limit to opponents that prove a challenge to you. Eventually, you will need to seek out tougher challengers. You have targeted Victor. Victor, like from League of Legends, from Arcane. I am Victor. Jace. JB, or... I don't know. I'm gonna stop. I'm sorry. You have targeted Victor. A frequent champion of the Aegon from one of the noble houses. And we kick his ass. Do you have an idea who Victor's father is? His lordship is the largest sponsor of the Aegon. So what? Power, wealth, those aren't things brute strength can rival. Victor has the best mentor, the finest weapons. Indeed. The house behind Victor comes to you with an offer, a perfect job and substantial fortune if you walk away from the duel. I feel like we have to rip the contract, but it doesn't affect our reputation. A wise choice. Rest assured, beauty. I'll put in a good word for you. I knew it. Okay. You bastard. Well, I was gonna say, it's not gonna make me restart, right? Oh, it is? Oh, that's so fucked up. Alright, well, I'll go back to where I was. Nice skip. Oh, wait, shit. Oh, no. Well. Uh-oh. Well, shit. Well, I skipped it by mistake. Oopsies. She does the trials, probably. Well, not particularly easy path, is it? Tell me, what did you learn from this path? Strength can instill fear. Strength brings conquest, such as humanity's oldest rule. Augusta, I'll be there for your last trial, and I will call your name for all to hear. I will not stop here. Back in your room, you stare blankly at your stacked collection of swords. These trophies symbolize... Why did they put a skip button for this quest? Like, you just, like, don't do the quest? The trophies symbolize strength and conquest, but how will you show them to the world? You once heard the tale of a legendary gladiator. A warrior who would fuse their opponent's sword with their own after victory. Oh, that's why her sword looks like that. Hi. You wish to demonstrate your strength, and yet now you still seek to do this with power not of your own. Watching the blacksmith's hammer rise and fall, a seemingly impractical idea emerges. Cool. In the end, you use your forte to fuse all the swords into one. Wow. Okay, your forte never stands out among resonators, but its seemingly insignificant power is enough to be stronger than the forge fire and hammer swings. The day of the final trial has arrived. Okay, so this is the final trial, so I didn't miss much in the last one. The day of the final trial has finally arrived. You walk to the arena center with your newly forged sword. The bronze horns blare from atop the 12 stone pillars. All eyes are on you. Everyone is eager to witness how a human will rival the strength of Arsinosa. So that's the last trial, is to defeat Arsinosa. Suddenly, a rumbling roar cuts through the noise of the crowd. The noble's banners flutter and fall. A colossal shadow swallows the sunlight around you. Arsinosa appears. It's awake. A noble shrieked. Arsinosa stands silently opposite you. Slowly, its eyes open and coldly watch you. Rest your hand on the hilt. Focus. So this is the same. With a sudden sweep of her tail, the lioness shatters the stone pillar. You roll aside, barely dodging the flying debris. A chill seeps through the tear of cloth in your left shoulder. Take the initiative or take up a defensive stat. Let's do initiative. The screams from the stand are soon drowned by the lioness's roar. A wave of sound and dust rip past your ears, and you can taste blood on your lips and tongue. I don't need to patch myself up. Her second attack comes without warning. You barely have time to react. Your sword rises to meet her descending paws. You manage to withstand Arsinosa's fierce attack. At the moment, it withdraws, seizes the opportunity to thrust your blade through the ancient crack in its right foreleg. Blood spills in the arena. Arsinosa ceases her attack, her mane brushing against your bloodstained face before she lowers her head. The arena shakes with applause. I have passed the final. Yay! The voices, they're saying my name! O wise and noble Arsinosa, the mighty guardian of Septimont, bestow upon her the crown of courage and strength. When the cries of triumph resonate with the earth, we see the fire of humanity blaze across Septimont. Wave after wave of applause, the Septimontians salute me as I advance. O sun and moon, witness this extraordinary feat. Witness her epic dedication to Septimont. As the platform rises, you realize that by earning Arsinosa's blessing, you have been granted a privilege. You are crowned the champion without the great Aegon. Nevertheless, you have already conquered countless gladiators with your strength. Under everyone's gaze, glory now bows at your feet. Look at her, she's so young! At last you stand atop the summit, champion. Only now, with a battle fire cooled in your vein, do your wounds raise their voices in protest. You have shattered the decaying order with strength, and through strength you shall reshape new rules. You shall wield gladiators' valor. Is Nestor Arsinosa? You shall wield gladiators' valor on the righteous path. You shall allow no more fragile lives to tremble before death. You shall ensure that your homeland's tragedy will forever be undone. Yet should those new rules, forged by might, lose their foundation, will they not fall? Excuse me. A cold whisper of unease coils in your chest. Well then, no time for pointless pondering now. From this day forward, your sword, your honor, your 2 lives shall serve Septimont. Spectators cheer you on, and the story concludes with a happy ending. How do you know all that? I feel like that would be a pretty commonly told story, though, to be honest. Like a girl that came from nothing, that did her trials 3 and became, you know, the great Aegon, basically.
Merely the rough shape of a short epic. This is all I can offer about the Ephor. Now, as a listener, what do you make of my narration?
I enjoyed it. That was interesting.
I appreciate your kind words, my generous listener.
Granted, I've literally never heard the story before, so my opinion would be different from somebody who has heard it before.
Spinning verses and rhymes. The essence of poetry is granted by those who dare defy their fate. But there is one thing I must confess. Through my words, your knowledge of the Ephor is partial, at best. Poetry can only offer a glimpse of the true story. The reality of people, events, and things slips beyond the grasp of words. I do not belong in the pages of the epic. so I remain confined to the observer's gaze. I can imagine events and emotions unfold, but I cannot truly recreate them.
This is true, and that's why history is written by the victors.
Here's some advice for you, though I hesitate to call it such.
Stop reconnecting error, please.
If you want the truth of a story, step into it. Because, as I've said, the tale between you and Augusta, the hero of Septimont, is only now turning its next page.
Why do I feel like Nestor is like, either he's a bad guy or he's related to the divinity somehow?
It's not difficult to see. Fate flows like the stars, tracing their course. Your destination is written in the steps you take.
And now it's
The rain is
daytime.
passing. I hear it ceasing its symphony upon the earth. It is time for farewells. Before I leave, may I ask you one last question? What is it that has lifted Augusta to the seat of power? What is it that makes a ruler?
Her will?
I'd say strength. Let's be real. There's no way Augusta could have passed those trials without strength. Rover, what do you think?
Strength is so vague, though. Like, somebody can be, like, strength physically, strength of character, you know? It was her unyielding resolve. I think that's probably what it was.
You needn't rush to answer now. Keep it in mind as you continue your journey. When the final chapter is written, the answer will reveal itself.
That makes me scared. I'm scared.
Farewell, my friend. Our paths crossed by fate and by chance.
Rover always meets the most interesting people while it's raining.
Soon, after this brief encounter, everything about me will be gone with the wind. But you, your epic continues.
Who the fuck is this? I feel like it's related to Arsenosa. He looks similar to Arsenosa. Paper cranes. Oh, whoa. Is that the noble? Huh. The previous day. I was gonna say, that was really short. I'm like, is there
Your
more?
Excellency, you have indulged her too much. As the priestess, Yuno is far too unruly in both action and word. It's a disgrace to her title.
Don't tell her how to treat her girlfriend.
Indeed. She entered the palace unannounced, uninvited, and with no decorum.
I'm gonna check my connection right now because it's pissing me off that it keeps disconnecting and then reconnecting. Alright, well. We're kind of SOL on the internet, not gonna lie. Kind of just what I have, so. Anyways.
A blatant affront to the authority of the palace.
Same as always. Senators, all she crossed was a doorway. One too insignificant to carry the weight of our authority, or defend anyone's fragile pride. Let us not forget, it is not the walls of Capitolini Hill that command fear. It is my will, my sword, and our relentless conquest.
She was like, Yuno's allowed to come and go, bruv.
I know your fear. You fear a priestess's voice drowning yours, and a rebel challenging the Senate's rules. But listen well. Power does not bow to sycophants, cowering behind their traditions. If you seek power, then step from the shadows. Face me, and prove yourself worthy.
Took you long enough, Augusta.
Oh, there she is. That's our girl. Look how cute she is.
Handling the senators takes time. You know that. Well, to keep our esteemed priestess from waiting, Maybe next time I'll just leave them to their own devices. I'll make sure they record every detail of your feat and relay it word for word to Grandmother Lilibet.
She's threatening you.
Priestess Iuno. Unruly behavior left Tetragon Temple without permission and trespassed into the Ephor's palace. I wonder, who will lose it first? Lilibet or you?
Let those old foxes report me all they want. If they step into the tetragon left foot first, I'll shoot the left. Right foot first, I'll shoot the right.
Hey, I'm with you on that one. The Senate should be reminded now and then that the Tetragon's kindness is not a reason to take Priestess Yuno lightly.
They're so sun and
Why
moon,
didn't
I
you
love
wait
them.
there? I had everything handled. We depart for the hunting ground tonight. If anything changed, you could have reached me by my terminal. You didn't need to come all the way here. I want you free of duty until that day arrives.
You're overthinking it, Augusta. I'm here to see that person.
Me? Rover?
Grandmother Lilibet said his fate is one of unknowable void. Sounds intriguing enough to make time for.
So that's it? Too bad. The ship from Laguna won't dock until tomorrow morning, and we'll be gone by then.
Oh, okay.
What a hassle.
Patience, you know. The warrior has accepted the invitation. So, you'll have plenty of time to meet during the hunt.
Interesting.
Is there something else you want to say?
I read Grandma Lilibet's Book of Prophecies. A hunt and our plan? Neither end well. Are you sure we should go through with this?
Risk does not trouble me. Peril simply requires greater strength. But really, when did you start caring about the temple's traditions?
O ye faithless of Septimont, the divinity is enraged. Should your ruler defy their will again, doom shall be your fate. Lately, I've been hearing murmurs from the nobles again, about the ancient prophecy from Raguna.
I will admit, those words once carried weight. But when our ancestors crossed the waters and climbed these hills, Raguna's divinity didn't get a seat on the ship.
Yeah, but Raguna's divinity is affecting you now, so like maybe take it seriously. It's crazy to me that there's a country that doesn't believe in the divine when like the divine lives so closely with people, you know? Like literally their neighboring country, Jinzhou, like Jue lives in one of their towns. Like I know that like they didn't have, that was a point in a quest before we went to Raguna that they don't have much contact, but it's like really crazy that they just like don't believe in Imperator and stuff like that.
And the priestesses all said the prophecy was incomplete. Only the hero of heroes, wielding extraordinary power, risen from the dark tides, shall bring eternity to Septimont. Then shall the waters quiet, the tempest still, and glory return with the blood of the old king.
This kind of looks like Mia.
Do not forget, this is the other half of the prophecy. Fabius, Attilius, Valeria, one after another, these heroes have saved Septimont from the brink of ruin. As long as a hero stands, no disaster can break this eternal city.
What if this time is different? What if ruin is our fate?
Well, then we're cooked.
Then I will sever that fate with my blade.
She's a bad bitch.
What's so amusing?
So, the fearless priestess Iuno can be frightened after all. But it's fine. If you're afraid, don't push yourself. I can handle this alone. Most revered priestess, wait for me in the temple. I shall return victorious.
Frightened. Me? If anything, it's you, trying to shut me out and face it alone. Fine. Go ahead. You'll come back to me sooner or later.
That I can't deny.
I knew it. So you do need me for this hunt.
Thank you. You know.
Why are you saying this?
Stop! I actually low-key love them. This is like my favorite ship.
The storm is coming. Come. You know, my friend. The best way to greet a storm is to walk straight into it.
Hell yeah, let's go. Let's fucking go! Is that it? Oh my gosh, okay, well, honestly, that wasn't super long. I wonder if I have pulls to do. I want to do a 10 pull with you guys. I want to pull for Cantarella because, as you can see, I have Frolova. I not only have her, but I also have her weapon. I wailed. I wailed to get her, but I did not wail to get her weapon. I got really lucky, so that was nice. But yeah, honestly, I didn't really expect to want to wail for any characters on this game. I'm usually pretty, like, good about not doing that, but yeah, like, the only other gacha character I wailed for was, Farina from Genshin Impact. So, yeah, it was, like, weird. I wonder if you, like, do you guys have any characters that you've wailed for on Mua? Because, I don't know. I don't know if, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but she was my first character that I really wanted, so I put in some schmon for her. But yeah, I'm gonna really quickly go and do my dailies, and then I will do a tempo with you guys, and that'll be the end of the episode. So see you in a couple minutes. Not even. It'll be like not even a couple minutes for you. It'll be like a cutaway. Yeah. All right, y'all. We've grinded enough to do a 10 pull. The reason why I'm pulling, I was gonna save for Gar. I was gonna like, or Yuno. Actually, no, because I know Yuno's coming out. I was gonna save for Yuno, even though I don't even know if I have any characters that work with Yuno. I just love her, so I want her. But I've already all in so much into Frolova that I'm like, I might as well pull for Cantarella, because Cantarella is good with Frolova. She's part of like her best team. So yeah, I'm at 21 pity after this 10 pull. I don't think I'm gonna get her, but like, wouldn't it be crazy if I did? I'm not. My luck in Wu is atrocious, as you guys know. But I figured I might as well try. So yeah. That's gonna be it for this episode. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're just as excited for the new story stuff as I am. The end of Raguna, it sounds like. So that'll be soon. 5 days, 17 hours. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.